Hi, how you doing? Good morning. So it's me, Jerry, and I want to show you guys how to like set up this Qwen TTS on Modal so that you can like use it for any project you want. So what is we're going to need Modal. You're going to create an account on Modal, and we're going to need Cloudflare. You need to create an account on Cloudflare. Just this two. This is what we need, and you have to like have So I'm going to like create the account right now on Modal and Cloudflare. So sign up for Modal. Sign up. So they will ask you what you want to use it for and all that stuff. So that's now. So once you set up your Modal account, what you need also is okay. So you have to like add in your card, your credit card to like unlock the $30 credit per month. You get this is it here. So you have to add in your card, add in the payment method to unlock the $30 free credit every month. So you're going to like do that, but once you do that, they'll let me show you something. So once you do that, we can be able to use any of the serverless based GPU, and the GPU we're going to be using with NVIDIA L40S because one, this one is very fast and to save you a lot of time when you are like generating audio. So I'm going to move to Cloudflare now and create a Cloudflare account. So now you have your Cloudflare account, then you just go to like then once you have this set up, next you are going to like make sure you have Python 3.8 or above on your laptop. If you're on Windows, all you just have to do is just to like copy this command and open your terminal, and let me use anywhere you want to like save it. Anywhere you want this to exist, so you just cmd. So then you like to install Python 3.12. Once that is installed, so I already have it installed on my laptop. So I'm using Windows, so I already have it installed. Then after that, you just upgrade pip. So you just copy this command, upgrade. Sorry, I'm coming. So you upgrade pip. So I already have that installed. So once you've done that, then that's if you're on Windows. Well, I'm currently on Windows, so that's what you just like winget install Python 3.12, then upgrade pip. Then after that, then you clone this repo. This is my GitHub repo, so you just clone it. What you do is, sorry, you say git clone clone, then this repo. So done. You've cloned this repo. So now once you've cloned this repo, you just have to like cd into once you've cloned this repo, you will see the folder here, which is Qwen TTS. So what you just do is cd into Qwen. So now you're inside that folder. Then after that, if you want to like set up a virtual environment, you can do that. But what you would do next is let's set it up in a virtual environment because some things might be conflicting with each other. So what you would do next is we have to like set up a virtual environment. So we're going to like set up a virtual environment. Now to set up a virtual environment, this is what you would do. This is what we'll do. Let me add that command to this. I don't forget. So once you've cloned the repo, what you have to do next is you have to like set up a virtual environment. So you come here, just copy this Python 3.12-m venv. So it will just create a virtual environment for you. So what you will just come here, just paste this. So it will create a virtual environment. Now it's done. So once that is done, then you like activate it. Now we're in there. Sorry. So now we are inside the virtual environment. You will see something like this: venv. Right. So we're inside the virtual environment. Now inside the virtual environment, you then do you can just install Modal. But what is in the requirements? Sorry, I'm not used to Windows too. Let's check what is in the requirement.txt. So these are the things you need. You need Modal, you need request, and you need typer. These three things. So after like setting up your virtual environment, then we do then you run this command. Let me show you. Then you run this command. That's a pip install requirement.txt. So don't worry, everything every command I run here will be provided in that Word document. So pip install requirement.txt. So it will start installing everything that is in this the requirement.txt file. Now it's done installing all the requirements. So now we will then authenticate with Modal. So what you do is you run this command Modal setup, this command, because every requirement.txt, every dependencies in the requirement has been installed already. So Modal setup. Okay, let me see. I think this issue has to be because of Python and this thing. Oh, Python 3.12. So when I was installing this earlier, I ran into some issues, some dependencies issues that has to do with Modal. So if you ever like run into any dependency issue, let me just say like when you're trying to install some packages, then it throws an error. You can just like ask ChatGPT what this error is about and tell it how can you like solve it. You get. So we were trying to like run Modal setup. That's where we stopped. That's where we stopped. So Modal setup. So it will start loading Modal. So it will take you to your web browser. Then you have to like authorize it. Then you have to choose the account that you want to like sign in to. Choose the account. I think this one I created account for. Then click authorize. You get. So now that's been authorized. So what you do next is this. You see that web token authenticated successful. You get. So what you do next is after setting up Modal, then you set up your R2 buckets, because that's where every audio that will be generated will be saved, so that you can be able to like download it and use it later on. You get. So what you do next is you go to Cloudflare storage R2. I've already like created a Cloudflare account before. So you go to Cloudflare, then storage and database, then click R2 storage, R2 objects. You get. So it will just ask you for your information, everything related to. You just have to like put in your payment card information and also. But they won't charge you for storage. They won't charge you because you won't even use up to like this 10 gig. You won't use up to like 10 gig. You get. So you set it up. You create card. You're adding your credit card, your billing information, and all that stuff. You add it. So I'm going to like pause the video here and set it up. So now I've adding my payment information, and also this R2 buckets you're creating, you won't even like use up to like 10 gig of storage, because they are going to be giving you 10 gig of storage. They're going to be giving you 10 gig of storage, but you won't even use that. You won't even use up to 10 gig because you're going to be like sending audio files. It's just audio file you'll be sending. So you're going to create a bucket. I think the next step is what? Create a new bucket. So the bucket you are creating, you have to call it Qwen TTS output. This name, please note. You have to call it Qwen TTS output. So create a bucket name Qwen. So that's the only thing you need. Just bucket name, then create bucket. Once you've set that up, then you have your bucket Qwen TTS output. This is it here. So the next step is to go to your bucket settings, then make it public accessible. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to settings, scroll down to public development URL, enable. So you add allow, then it will make it enable. So you copy this because we're going to need it later on. We're going to need that. So just take notes. Let me paste it here in my notepad. So what next? As I said, note your account ID from the URL. So we're going to like copy it. Then go to settings again. Okay, we've already like copied it. So the next step is to like go to R2. We have to create permissions for this bucket. So we're going to go to manage R2 API token. So we're going to come here, R2 bucket, and manage. We're going to create an account API token. So after this, I'm not supposed to expose this, but after this video, I'm going to like delete all this. So forever. Just set this forever so that any story that comes in will be able, so that Modal will be able to have access to it. So admin read and write, just set this like this, admin read and write. So create a token, create account API token. So this will give you token value access key ID, secret key, and S3 client. So these credentials, we are going to like save it and we're going to like use it. So let me see so we need access key ID and access key secret. So let me copy this. This is my notepad. Access key ID, access key ID. Look at it. So you click on copy. Then what next? Secret access key. So let me just put it here like this. Secret access key, copy. So the next step is to get your Cloudflare URL endpoint. So your R2 endpoint URL is this. This is it here. This one. So you click on copy. So all this credential, we're still going to like use it because this is a credential Modal we use to like saving our audio for us. This is a credential that Modal we use to save our audio for us. So we have to like arrange all this thing. So in Modal, we're going to create a secret in Modal. So we're going to create a secret. You come here in Modal, create a secret, create new secret. So custom, let's call this secret, please take note of this name. Call this secret R2 credential. You have to call it R2 credential, please take note. So you call it R2 credential. Then you set the environment variable. The R2 endpoint URL will be this one that we saved, R2 endpoint URL. Then we add another. What else do we need? R2 access key ID. R2 access key ID. So this the way I'm writing this environmental variable, you have to like write it like this, the underscore and everything. So you come here, R2 access key ID. So you copy this, paste. Then you add another. The next one is what? R2 secret access key, which is that secret we copied earlier. R2 secret access key. This is it. Again. Then the next one is R2 bucket name. Now this is the bucket name we create in Cloudflare, which is this Qwen TTS output. So R2 bucket name will be Qwen TTS output. Let's take notes. So then the next one, R2 public URL. So R2 public URL. So the R2 public URL is this one, what we copied from Modal, what we copied from Cloudflare. If you're not sure of it, look at it here. R2 public URL. This URL we enabled, remember. So we copy this, paste. So yeah, what I was saying here is that you just replace your account ID with this, which is what we have here. My account ID, then R2 credential. So this part you can just, once you've like set this secret here on Modal dashboard, this part you can just like skip it. This one I was just like explaining how you could set it up using the terminal, using bash script. But I think this part here is more explanatory, where you can just come here and give the name of the secret that you want to create. Then make sure you add all this. R2 endpoint, R2 access ID, R2 secret, bucket name, and the public URL. So once you've done, you hit save. What's saying? Environmental variable only letters and numbers underscore allowed. So earlier I ran into issues where there was a space in my environmental variable that I was setting up. Let me show you. So just take note, make sure you don't have any white space around this. Make sure you don't have space around it. So this credential has to be set correctly. So yeah, that's it. So once you set it up, then you hit done. Secret access key. So see, I think there's some spaces. Let me look around. I hope there's no space. We're copying it. So yeah, it's done. So now we've set our secret. So you can come here and edit it anytime, but it will be here. So since we've set this up, what we'll do next is we deploy Modal. So what we'll do is we'll come to our CMD. So then you said Modal deploy Qwen TTS API.py. So you just hit enter. Now we run into an issue with Pydantic. So we're running into this issue, model not found. So we have to like install Pydantic, pip install Pydantic. So to just install it into our. So let's run Modal again. Modal deploy Qwen TTS.py. So now it's creating it. This might take a while, so I think it's done. So the app has been deployed. So what we need is we're going to like save this three URL, this URL that was given to us. Let me just copy all here like this. So let me put it in this txt file. So we have that. So let me go to Modal. Sorry. So if you come to this app, you will see our app in here. This is our app. So mind you, I'm using this. Modal gave me like $5 for signing up, but to unlock the $30 free credit, you have to like add in your credit card to unlock it. So they'll be giving you $30 free credit every month. So I'm going to like explain in details like how the audio will last you and how you can manage that $30 free credit for audio generation. If you're not doing like, let me just say 30 hours or 15 hours audio generation in a month. So after we've set this up, where is it? We've copied it. So what we'll need is go back to this Qwen TTS API. Then we'll open this in the web browser. So open Brave. So this is it. So let's come here. So we open this with Brave. So we have this simple UI. If you click on autofill, it will ask you to paste your Modal endpoint URL first. So our Modal endpoint URL first is this one that was given to us by Modal. This one that says API generates speech. So we'll copy this Modal endpoint URL. So we paste it in here. So autofill, then just load voices. It's loading the voice to verify. Just wait. Done. It's working now. You see, it's working. So we can now like use it for any project I want and anything we want. So let me try voice generation and see. Let me use Vivian. So I think most of these voices here on Qwen gave us like 9 custom voice. So most of them are mostly like these two is English. Adrian and Ryan speaks English very well. So most of them, they have one kind of like Chinese accent. So you just have to take notes. But you can also like design your own voice, you get. So I'm going to like do all that, and we can also like clone voices. So let me test it out. Let's test this custom voice. Generate audio. So we're going to just generate this. Let's see if it works. So it may take a while.
Hello. Welcome to the Qwen text-to-speech demo. This tool lets you generate natural sounding speech from any text.
So you heard that.
Hello. Welcome to the Qwen text-to-speech demo. This tool lets you generate natural sounding speech from any text.
Okay, so that's kind of cool. So with this, you can also like use it in any project. You can also like, if you want to customize the file where you can, hook it with Telegram bot or Discord, you can also do that also. So what else? So we've tested out custom voice. Let's test another speaker. Let me try. Let's use let me find a script. I don't know a script to give it. Let me see if I have some script here. I do have something. So let me just test this out. Generate. So the first generation might be slow. The second one will just be fast. Just watch. I just hope we will not use more than this $5 that they've given us. So we've only used like 5 cents. I think this is like 4.95. So we've only used, okay, if you look at everything is running here. So let me see if it's done.
On November 4th, 2025, Eagle Point Creek Apartment Complex initiated eviction proceedings against tenants Cheryl Reeves and Tiffany Reeves in Michigan's 67th District Court. The landlord filed the case under Michigan Compiled Law Sumnina 1600 to be Tevenesta 6, 4 Starling Drive, Swartz Creek, Michigan. According to property management, the unit had deteriorated into an extreme hoarding situation. Although the tenants allegedly vacated the apartment in June 2025, they reportedly left behind rooms filled floor to ceiling with debris. Management further claimed that the electricity was shut off while the water remained running and that the tenants refused to return their keys despite no longer residing at the property.
So that's for the custom voice. You can also like test out more voice on your own. Let me try the voice design. Let me say a deep one male voice that is calm and professional tone speaking and moderate. Let me use this text. So we have this, then generate. Let me see so far. I just hope we not use that $4. We won't even use the $4 that it's giving us for signing up. So we won't use it finish. So we've sent it. So the call timeout. Let me see if it has been generated in Modal. It's still running. So it worked. So for that, I think the reason why it timed out maybe because we're just testing it out for the first time, or maybe the what's it called? The text is too long. So but let me try again. Generate speech. But the audio was successful. You can also like check your Cloudflare bucket. You would see your audio generation in your Cloudflare bucket. Any audio generation you make, it should be in your Cloudflare bucket. So the last one we make, which was the voice design. This is it. So let me test it out. Let me just copy the URL and paste it here.
So I got to tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion is just off the charts. We are looking at a total collapse of self-awareness in the dating market. We've got women claiming their existence is a paycheck, women who think being a wife is a hate crime, and women who will literally lie to the police because they didn't get their way. It's absolutely mind-boggling. We are seeing a generation of women who have been told they are queens for doing the bare minimum, while they view men as nothing more than walking bank accounts and unpaid labor. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, 9 different examples of how broken this system is. So let's roll the tape.
But anyway, let me play the audio again.
So I got to tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion is just off the charts. We are looking at a total collapse of self-awareness in the dating market. We've got women claiming their existence is a paycheck, women who think being a wife is a hate crime, and women who will literally lie to the police because they didn't get their way. It's absolutely mind-boggling. We are seeing a generation of women who have been told they are queens for doing the bare minimum, while they view men as nothing more than walking bank accounts and unpaid labor. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, 9 different examples of how broken this system is. So, let's roll the tape.
The quality is more than like the Qwen team. They really tried on this one, honestly. So that is for the voice design. So at times, I want to like make this note. At times, you might like generate the audio, generate the speech, and them just say this front end it should time out because I don't like design it in a way that it will be like how to use all those complex. I just wanted to make it simple so that even a non-technical person can just like use it. You get that was what I was trying to achieve with this. So at times it might time out, and if it's do, all you just have to do is to like go to your Cloudflare bucket. So once you go to your Cloudflare bucket, you have to like check your recent generation, which is and once the audio that you've generated will be saved here in your Cloudflare bucket. So don't worry, every audio you save here won't use 10 gigabyte of storage that Cloudflare is giving you. So every audio you save here will just be like in 10 MB, 2 MB, kilobytes, and the rest. So what else? Let's try the voice cloning feature. The voice cloning feature is what I love the best. So I'm going to like try the voice cloning feature now. So for the voice cloning feature, we have to give it the URL, a URL of our audio. You get, we have to give it a reference audio URL, and we have to give it the text, like that reference audio URL, the transcript you get. You have to give it the transcript, and we have to give it how you want it to speak. Then you add the text that you want it to say here. So the reference audio URL. So let me just say for any reference audio URL, you can give it you can use Google Drive. You can upload an audio in your Google Drive, copy the link and paste it in here. Modal will like handle those download the audio and use it to like generate any clone voice you want. So what I'm going to do for this voice cloning, let me show you guys. I already have a voice that I would want to clone. Let's see, where is that voice? I think this is it.
You know the thing that blows my mind about these modern women?
So let me try. I already have a voice that I want to clone. So I will. So when out, just like. So remember that we have to give it a reference audio, transcript of that reference audio, which is optional, and the style that you want it to speak. So I already have a reference audio saved here. I don't know if you remember this guy. What's his name? This guy named Google AI Studio, Archid. Let me bring it up. So this guy, let me even try to clone someone's voice here. Let me use Archid. Let me paste in. Sorry. So let me try to generate this audio. I don't even know which use transcript. So let me try this. Try the script. So I'm going to try to clone a voice. Let me use Archie that we already have here. Let me use this. Let me run this. So far we've only used how much have we used? So we still have like $4.65. Even though we have not even like gotten that $30 free credit, you get. So we're still using it. So let me clone this.
Okay, so breaking details have been released regarding the DOJ's criminal investigation into Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jake.
So we already have that. So let me name it clone. Sorry. Oh. So now we have to make this audio file publicly accessible. So the best way to do it is, if you want to like clone a voice, you can like upload this audio file in your Google Drive, or I'll just prefer you upload it on Cloudflare buckets. You get. So you just like create a bucket. Let me call it --audio. Then you just create a bucket. Then once you create a bucket, you can now upload the file you want to clone, which is this. Upload. So this is the file here. So now, since the file is here, you have to make this file publicly accessible. You have to make it publicly accessible. So you come here. Sorry. You have to make this file public. So we come to the settings. Scroll down. Development. Public development URL. Enable. Allow. So this is just to make a clone of this voice. So once you've allowed it, you just come to the object. Then you click on clone. Then you copy this URL, because this URL we are going to use to like have access to that audio file. You can like paste the URL here. You will see.
Okay, breaking details have been released regarding the.
Look at, even though I'm on an incognito. So Modal will be able to like have access to that URL. So now let's clone the voice. Let's paste in the audio URL, paste in the transcript. So for better quality, I would suggest you paste in the transcript of that audio you want to clone. You get. For better quality, I would suggest you paste in the transcript of that audio you want to clone. Then you paste in the transcript here. Then emotional style, let me just say professional YouTube narrator, high energy, aggressive. You get. So the text I want to give it. Let me use this. So we have that. After that, we just have to click generate. So I just want to like you guys to take note of the voice that I want to clone. This is the voice I want to clone, for example.
Proud Boys on January 6th. Okay, so breaking details have been released regarding the DOJ's criminal investigation into Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. Number 1, they're being investigated under a rarely used Civil War era statute that was most recently used against the Proud Boys on January 6th. Number 2, leaked internal emails show Minneapolis City employees were working with protesters to actively track ICE agents. And number 3,
So this is the voice we want to clone from Google AI Studio, for example. So where is it again? So let me just go through what I've just done so far. I have like uploaded that voice. I downloaded that audio, if you recall. I downloaded the audio, then I saved it to my computer. Then I uploaded it to Cloudflare, which is I just name it. I just create a new bucket, called it upload audio. You get. So this is the audio here, where that I upload. If you want to upload another one, you can just like click on upload a different. If you want to clone a different voice also, you can just upload another audio. You get. So after uploading the audio, then I had to like make it publicly accessible. You get, make it accessible. Then after that, I had to after making it publicly accessible, then I had to like copy the URL, this URL, paste it in here, because this is a voice we want to clone. Then add in the transcript of this clone voice. You get. Then we add in the emotional style, how you want it to sound. Also the voice to have emotional style. You can also specify how you want them to sound also. So add in the emotional style. Then we add in the text that we want the clone voice to say. This is the text. Then we hit generate. So yeah, voice cloning might take several minutes, so you just have to wait and just like don't close the tab.
So I gotta tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion is just off the charts. We are looking at a total collapse of self-awareness in the dating market. We've got women claiming their existence is a paycheck, women who think being a wife is a hate crime, and women who will literally lie to the police because they didn't get their way. It's absolutely mind-boggling. We are seeing a generation of women who have been told they are queens for doing the bare minimum, while they view men as nothing more than walking bank accounts and unpaid labor. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into. 9 different examples of how broken this system is. So let's roll the tape.
Now, if you notice, the voice sounds like high quality and even very, very, very good. It doesn't have like that kind of voice that make it feel like, oh, this is AI voice. No. So the voice quality is very, very good.
So I gotta tell you guys, I'm struggling to wrap my head around this one. Not because the topic is complicated, but mostly because the audacity and the pure, unadulterated delusion is just off the charts.
So that's basically how to like set it up. Once you've set it up, you can be able to like use it. So far, even on the $5 credits, we've only used like, I don't know, maybe 40 cents, I think. But you can check the bill in here. Let me check. Let me see how much we've used. We've used like 43 cents so far. So you can keep on using it. If you want to even like extend the plan, you can also use adding your credit card so that you just get this $30 free credit every month. You get, so every month the credit renews every month. It's not like once. It's not like just the first month that you register. No, every month you get a $10 free credit. And also, so I just want to go around. So once you've set it up, you can be able to like use it. So for custom voice, if you're doing custom voice, you can generate like 10. If you're using custom voice, for example, where is it? If you're using their custom voice that is inbuilt here, you can generate even more than 30 hours of audio once you have that Modal $30 free plan credits. You can generate 30 hours audio in a month or more. If you are using voice design, it's still under the same rate. Depends. So it all depends on how long the compute power is. Sorry, it all depends on how long the compute. If you can see now, let me show you this. How long the compute power took. So far, we've like used like how many hours have we even run this? That last voice cloning ran for like 1 minute. You can also check it here. It's 1 minute 27 seconds. So we're only paying for the like compute time. You're only paying for the compute time. So that is how to set this up. If you have any like question, I don't know, most of you said that you've been like messaging me on X. It's not going. You can also like email me. I think I'll add my email here. I'll add my email here too. You can also email me, I'll respond, sure. So you can also follow me on X. Also, you can also, if you want to say thank you, you can also, anyway, you can also like support. If you want to say, if you like successfully set this up and it's up and running, you can just say, hey, let me just help this guy. Which you don't just send this guy this amount of money so far, just 5,000. But anyways, so if you've set this up, you can use it in any project. If you are tech savvy, you can just like hook the API to your Telegram, so that you can also like generate voice with your Telegram instead of you using this HTML file you get. So you can hook it up with your Telegram and generate voice with your Telegram bot. It will be very easy for you also there. But if you're on your laptop, if you're on your phone, you can hook it up to your Telegram so that when you're on your phone, you can generate audio with your phone. If you're on your laptop, you can use this HTML file. So once you set it up like this, once you set up once, that's the only setup you need. Even though you delete, even though you close everything here, sorry, or you refresh this, once you set it up, you just have to like load this file on your web browser. What's it called? Open this index.html on your web browser and open it on your web browser, any web browser. Then you can use it to like generate custom voice, do voice design, and voice clone. Now, what if you design a voice? If you design a voice, let me just say a female voice, for example. If you design a female voice and you want to clone it, I've explained earlier that, okay, if you want to clone a voice, you can either like upload the audio that you want to clone on your Google Drive, but I would suggest you upload it on Cloudflare. Just create a new bucket, call it upload the audio on Cloudflare. Once you upload the audio on Cloudflare, then you come here, add in the reference audio URL and the transcript of that audio and what you want the speaker to sound. Then you paste in your text. Then it will generate the audio. Then you download and you continue with your work. Yeah, basically it. So that's basically it. Yeah, thank you. And if you have any question or any if you run into any issue, you can just email me. I'll add my email to this Google Doc. I'll add my email to this Google Doc. That's basically it.